Hi, this is Grandma Linda, and today we're going to make some butter cookies. I use this as my cutout cookie recipe. It's always popular, especially with the kids. It's one of the things that I had at my tea party. First of all, we need to start out with 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar. In the dish, I have the 2 sticks of butter and the 1 cup of sugar, which we will need to cream together. It doesn't really take too long. You just want it to be mixed, thoroughly mixed. For creaming the butter and sugar, then we will add our 3 eggs, 1 at a time. And behind that, we will mix, just to get it mixed in so it's going to be throughout the cookie dough. And 1 more to go. This recipe takes 3½ cups of flour, a teaspoon of the baking soda for the rising agent, and 2 teaspoons of the cream of tartar. That helps the soda to activate, and then just a dash of salt. Right now I just have 2 cups of flour in here. I'm going to need to put another 1.5 cups. At this time I am going to add my 1 teaspoon of vanilla. It's the flavoring that I have. If it's a little extra, that doesn't hurt a thing. It does start to get a little stiff, which that's good, that's what we want. And at the very end, I will mix with my clean hands. So nothing better than your tools God gave you to finish it up. So now I'm going to stop the mixer. It's getting a little stiff. And just add just my other little 1/2 cup of flour. And then I just take it and kind of not really knead it, because you don't want to make your cookies tough. And if you knead your dough, it will be a little bit tough. So we just want to fold it in. And it's still a little sticky, but we are going to chill this dough. So by the time you go to roll it out, it'll be just fine. I always use plastic bag, a Ziploc bag, a big one. Kind of pat it so it's in 1 disc, so that it does chill good. So here's my plastic bag. Just lay that right in there. And once you get that in there, you just kind of pat it down in a disc. So when it chills and you go to roll that out to make your cutout cookies, it'll be all set for you. So now all we got to do is put this in the refrigerator, let it chill at least 3 hours. And sometimes I do it the night before, and then I make the cookies in the morning, or like today I'm doing it in the morning and I'm going to make the cookies in the evening. Because tomorrow some girls at work have asked me to bring some cookies. So it's going to be cutouts. Hi, it's Grandma Linda, and we're back to making our cookies. The dough has chilled for about 6 hours actually. So what I do is, I don't do the whole dough at one time. It's too much. So I just take some of the dough. Makes it easier to control. Make sure that you put flour down, bench flour, just lightly. Pat that on there and on your rolling pin, because this dough is a little sticky. Even though it's been in the refrigerator, it's still sticky. Now you want that about a 1/4 inch thick, because the thinner the cookie is, the faster it's going to bake. And then once it's out of the oven, it does tend to get hard. So we're going to go ahead and cut these out, put them on our cookie sheet. Got these all ready. We're going to go ahead and put them in the oven, 350, 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, they're all done for us. Now we're going to take these off of the cookie sheet, and I'll put them on the paper I have prepared for them. I just take newspaper, cover it with wax paper, and then cool them that way, because you can't ice them until they're totally cool, or the icing will just run right off of them. So, if you have a cooling rack, you could do that. I have several, but I just like this method the best, because you can ice them right on there and everything. So we're all set. We'll let those cool completely, and then we'll ice. Okay, our cookies have cooled enough that we're going to ice them now. You can always make your own icing. 2 cups of powdered sugar, tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of Crisco, a drop of vanilla, and enough milk to make the consistency of how you want it. But I have a favorite icing that I buy. I don't think I'm allowed to say the name, but it's my favorite. So then I just put a little food coloring. These happen to be flowers, so we'll make them pink and yellow. You can make them however you want, whatever color you want, because they'll go so fast that it won't even matter if it's colored at all. The kids will be eating them up fast as you can make them. I just use these little bowls because the coloring don't affect them. Plastic will tend to hold the color. So I just go ahead and put enough on there and kind of ice them. Go along with whatever the pattern of the cookie is. This one is a flower, so we're just going to kind of okay, there's one. That's our pink one. We'll just do a little yellow one. The kids will always want to help you with these, so if you're not having it for any specific occasion, I just let them go ahead. It doesn't matter how they put it on there, but they're always happy that they got to participate. So there's our little yellow one, and that's it. You leave them sit out all night, and then in the morning you can put them in your container, because the icing will be dry enough. Otherwise they'll be too sticky. So just let them rest for the night, and in the morning when you get up, just put them in a little container.